It's not ready.
I'm ready.
It's always on the slide and everybody. All right, everybody give it up for Iwanu.
You know, a lot of important things were invented in China, right? Like paper, porcelain, gunpowder. One thing that was not invented in China, though, the car. You know, Iowa produces the most eggs, right? And the most pork in America. It also produces the number one question: who the fuck lives in Iowa? You know, North Dakota, on the other hand, produces the most wheat and tears. Yeah, when I was a kid, the place for stray dogs was called the Pound, right? But then they changed the name to the Animal Shelter. But then they changed it again to the Humane Society. Like, what the hell does that even mean? What does this society of humanity, do? And they're like, oh, we house and feed stray dogs. We try to find them loving homes. And then after 6 days, we murder them. And, I think whoever named whales was the least imaginative scientist in the fucking world, right? They're like, hey, look at that whale, it's blue. Oh, it's a blue whale. Oh, that one's gray. It's a gray whale. That one's a humpback. It's a humpback whale. Hey, that whale killed the other one. Well, it's a killer whale. Even the narwhal, right? Someone's probably like, hey, is that a whale? They're like, nah. Well. Yeah, Alaska's by far the biggest state, But it's so damn far and so isolated and shit. Yeah, I'm never gonna go out there and shit. I don't care what anyone says. They were like, hey man, you wanna do a comedy special? I'm like, yeah. Like, it's in Alaska? No! See this? Okay. Many people they honeymoon in Hawaii, right? Now, Hawaiians, when they get married, they don't honeymoon in Hawaii, They honeymoon in Las Vegas. And then people from Las Vegas, right? They don't honeymoon in Vegas either. When they get married, they honeymoon in the divorce court. Why didn't the oyster share his food? Because he's shellfish. I'll tell you this joke. All right, there was a sailor, right? He's like this new sailor on the ship. And they've been out at sea for about 6 months. And so after a while, he's like getting all horny and stuff, right? And so he tells his buddy, like, hey, what do you guys do like around here? There's no women or anything. He's like, I'm fucking going crazy. And she's like, when are you guys gonna go to port? He's like, well, we're not gonna go to port for another 6 months. He's like, oh my God. He's like, well, what the hell, right? He's like, you ever tried the barrel? He's like, the barrel? He's like, yeah, come over here. And so he shows him this barrel and it's got this hole in it, right? So he's like, yeah, try it out, right? So he starts fucking the barrel, and it works really good, right? And after he's done, he's like, man, that was fucking awesome. He's like, dude, I'm gonna use the barrel every fucking day. He's like, well, every day except for Sunday. He's like, oh, you can't use it on Sunday? He's like, oh yeah, we can, but Sunday's your day in the barrel. Right, what do you call... Oh yeah. What do you call a person that can make a business suit really fast? Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Yeah, I think what Pride Month is missing is a mascot. And I have the perfect mascot, the flamingo. Yeah, they're pink, they love to dance, and they're like a peaceful, non-predatory bird, They only eat like brine shrimp and like algae, Nobody gives a damn about brine shrimp. Right, and even the name flamingo is Flaming O, right? Flaming O? That's a burning butthole. And usually when a guy brags about how big his dick is, it's usually the opposite, right? Usually he has a little tiny dick. Like I was talking to this guy the other day, and he was like, oh yeah, my dick's so huge, I'm hung like a horse. It's like, yeah, right, more like a seahorse. What did the Australian chess player say to the waiter? He said, checkmate. Yeah, I think Shaquille O'Neal's like the happiest man on earth, It's like, he's always so jolly, and like everyone loves him and shit. I think because no one's ever messed with him. Yeah, like how are you gonna bully someone who's so tall his crotch is in your face? And it's like, hey, Shaq, give me your lunch money. Never mind. All right, I'll do with this last joke. You know, comedians will always tell you two things, you know. They always tell you when they just get booked on a show, and they always tell you when they just had sex. That's a bit juvenile, yeah? You know what I mean? Like myself, I haven't been booked on a show in over a month. But I did get laid last week, so, whoa! All right, my name's Iwano, I'm here, thank you.